Acharya Ray was a passionate and innovative teacher who was loved by his students. Ray mentions in his autobiography that his bonding with his students was an indescribable one, something as subtle as those of chemical affinity. He used to oftenly visit his students in their hostel rooms and went on evening walks on daily basis. There, they used to discuss on subjects of studies, Swadeshi movement and other issues. Throughout his 27 years at Presidency College, Ray always preferred to teach junior students. He said that the boys coming from high school were fresh and teachable just like a potter's mud that can be molded into desirable shape. Ray picked up a very unique style of teaching. A very interesting way of experimental learning, he believed, was to teach the concept that everything comes from nature and it is the thought that binds us. For instance, he would bring pieces of bones to the class, heat and burn them on a burner, then put the burnt bone in his mouth, chew it and swallow it. He would also ask his students to attempt the same. The aim was to show that bone was almost a pure chemical compound, free from organic impurities. For a chemist, it was a phosphate of calcium prescribed in powdered form as a nerve tonic. Some of the luminaries who learned the art of scientific investigation and undertook research with him and spread across the country in different universities were Gyan Chandra Ghosh, director of IIC Bangalore and founding director of IIT Kharagpur, Biresh Chandra Guha, founder of biochemistry research in India, prominent scientist Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar, the first director general of CSIR, Satyendranath Bose, who collaborated with Einstein to give Bose-Einstein condensate, and Meghnad Saha, the astrophysicist who gave us the Saha equation.
Meghnad Saha once narrated an incident about Acharya Prafulla Chandra Ray. He said, Sir P.C. Ray was once invited to Lahore to deliver a course of lectures on Hindu chemistry after the publishing of his path-breaking book, The History of Hindu Chemistry. While he was addressing among his audience, a young Englishman who was a professor in one of the local colleges was apparently not very much impressed. Acharya Ray was explaining the chemical processes practiced by the ancient Hindu sage scientists and exhibiting those processes with the aid of diagrams. The young Englishman could hardly suppress his sneers. Ray had noticed it and was apparently annoyed. After the apparatus had been described, Ray took in his hand a lump of makrodhaj, which is rhizomycin mercuric sulfide and used as a medicine. He spoke, "Look here, my friends, with such a crude apparatus, the Indians 2000 years ago used to prepare such a fine chemical and used it to alleviate human sufferings, and this at a time when the ancestors of our friend over there were eating raw berries and wearing raw hides." The Englishman was left red-faced and he rushed out of the hall, although he became a great follower of Acharya Prafulla Chandra Ray.